Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It was requested for me that I talked a little bit more about thrift shopping and secondhand shopping and tips, and yeah. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about secondhand shopping, which is fine with me because I love shopping secondhand. I've been shopping secondhand exclusively for the past 2.5 years, maybe more. I've lost track. But generally it has always been that way with me growing up and everything, that I've always tended to love thrift stores. And me and my mother, we decorated a whole apartment while I was young, only with thrift store items. So I'm biased when it comes to thrift stores because I love them, and I can't really stand people who thinks it's disgusting. So if you're one of those people, just sit it. Okay. But I love shopping secondhand, and it goes perfectly hand in hand with my zero waste lifestyle and not having to support corporations, firms and brands that I ethically or fundamentally does not agree with is just amazing. So here I have some tips if you want to start shopping secondhand or if you want to become better at shopping secondhand. First thing is something that is really basic, but some people tend to forget it, or maybe I can't just fit it in with the ordinary lifestyle, but go in regularly. I usually hit the same 2, 3, 4 thrift stores in my local area every week, just to see if there's anything new. And if you have the opportunity to do it more often, you should do that. Just always be on top of everything and go in, see what they have. Do they have anything new? Because usually good things especially, get snapped really quickly, so you need to be quite fast if you want to get something nice. Then something that I know a lot of my friends do not practice, but something that I love, is going through every section, also the sections that you may not think there's anything in there for you, but there usually maybe can be. And I've found tons of items in the men's section. For instance, all my sweaters and jumpers, they're from the men's section and I love them to bits. And I also go through if the things are sorted by size. I go through everything from extra small to extra large, because sizes are not very important, and especially not in a thrift store, because it varies so much with the sizes depending on the brand and the time period of the clothing. I have also found amazing decor items for my apartment in the children's section, the toy section and everything. They had some really nice things there as well. People surprise you. Another thing that really helps sometimes is going into a thrift store with no agenda or no vision of what you want to buy. A couple of times it has happened that I've gone into a thrift store with the notion in mind that I want a black tank top, I need a black tank top. And because it's such a basic item, I will usually find it. But there are more times that I won't find what I'm looking for. So instead you should go into a thrift store with a really open mind and just find things randomly that tend out to be your style. So that is usually what happens whenever I find something that I really, really love and something that I keep treasuring for years. It has always exclusively been random purchases that I just ended up loving. So going in without a vision is something that can really help you. Also, I know a lot of my friends, they usually say, oh, you can always find such amazing things in the thrift store, but there's never anything in there for me. And maybe, now I know these people, so maybe it has something to do with some people going into a thrift store with the same mindset as they would when they went into an actual store. Because when you go into an actual store, you have an agenda or a vision, but you shouldn't when you go into a thrift store, because it's a completely different field and a completely different experience. Boo! The last thing is not so much a tip as it is a, heads up. But Thrift Karma is so real. I've 1,000 times gone into a thrift store and found something that I really needed, but without really knowing that I needed. And that's just, it happens sometimes. Once, I think it was last summer, I went into a thrift store and I was so hot because it was maybe 25 degrees, and for me and for Denmark that is a lot. And I was wearing my Doc Martens because... And I went into the thrift store and I found sandals, my size, my style, everything, to quit. Thrift Karma. It has happened quite a lot of times for me that I've just randomly found things that I desperately need and that I would have gone out to get in a real store if I wouldn't have found it. I hope that you could use these tips in a way. I'm just talking here, but I really hope that you like this video, and please share your experiences with thrift stores and charity shops down below. Do you experience thrift karma? Because I would really like to know. And of course, as always, you can always subscribe to my channel. That would make my day. And you can follow me on my Instagram and on Facebook and on my blog gittymary.com. I hope to see you guys next time. Take really good care of yourselves. Until then, bye!